فاتحة. السلام عليكم. والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمدرسول مدد سعادة أصحاب الرسول مدد مشاهد السور مولى شعب الله فازد حسن شيخ محمد الرحمن مدد تاركاتنا الصحبة والخير بالجميع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والفجر وليالي عشر صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle yemin ediyor.
Allah Almighty takes an oath.
Bu mübarek günler galiba.
And He, Almighty Allah, takes an oath for the honor for these sacred days.
Bu akşam ya yarın akşam girer.
And if these sacred days begin tonight or tomorrow night.
Tabii takvim olarak bu akşam gösteriyor ama.
According to the calendar, it is supposed to begin tonight.
Gene de aya bakmak lazım.
However, of course, one needs to check with the moon.
Bu 10 gece diyor. 10 gece.
There are 10 sacred nights which are now about to begin.
Büyük gecelerden.
And these 10 sacred nights are one of the great sacred nights.
Bunları Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem oruç tutmak büyük fazilettir, normal.
And our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, recommended to fast during the daytime of these 10 days.
Günlerin orucundan daha iyi. Oruç tabii.
And to fast during this special occasion is more blessed compared to other days.
Farz olan Ramazan'dır.
However, of course, it is obligatory to fast during the holy month of Ramadan. That is the month during which it is obligatory to fast.
Ramazan dışındaki hepsi sünnet, nafile oruçlardır.
And the fasting you may perform outside of the month of Ramadan is additional voluntary worship which you perform voluntarily.
İsteyen tutabilir, istemeyen tutmaz ama.
And you may perform these fasts outside of Ramadan, which are based on the sunnah of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. And it is up to you to fast or not to fast.
Olanları tutmak, faziletli günler tutmak kazançtır.
But there are these special days and these special occasions during which there is special rewards and blessings to be obtained if you fast.
Nimettir yapabilene.
And it is a great virtue and a great blessing for those who manage to fast during these special days.
Yapamadığında Allah affetsin.
And those who are unable to fast, to perform this voluntary worship, to perform this voluntary fast, may Allah Almighty forgive them.
Son 8-9 tuttur. Ya en azından Arefe günü 9'unu.
And one should at least fast the 9th day, the 8th day or the 9th day, or at least one should fast the 9th day, the day of Arafah.
Tutmak iyidir, onu kaçırmamak lazım.
And one should absolutely not miss to fast during the 9th day, the day of Arafah.
Tabii bu günlerde yapılan hayır hasenat da daha fazla kıymetlidir.
The worship and the charitable acts and all the good deeds you perform during these days, which are blessed, is also multiplied manifold, and Allah Almighty will reward you manifold for your good deeds during these days.
Bu mübarek günlerde Arefe Cuma günü olursa Cumartesi Hacül Ekber.
Now these are the sacred days which are ahead of us, the 10 sacred days, and there's another special occasion this year that if the day of Arafah is on the day of Jummah on Friday, then it is going to be the Hajj. It is the Hajj al-Akbar.
Yani o gün o sene Hacül Ekber senesi olur. Bilmiyorum bu sene nasıl yaparlar. Hacca gidenler artık oraya tabi oluyor.
And we don't know how they are going to define, and when they are going to announce the day of Arafah. Of course, one needs to follow the regulations and what they declare as the day of Arafah, which date is going to be. Allah Almighty, with His permission, will of course accept.
Onun Allah kabul eder Allah'ın izniyle. Hacül Ekber ise 70 hacılık sevabı var.
But if indeed, if this Hajj this year is the Hajj al-Akbar, then you must know that the Hajj al-Akbar, the greater Hajj, has the blessings and the rewards of 70 Hajj.
Tabii ama şimdi yani bu seneler bir hacılık bile yapsa insan öpüp başına koysun derler.
But we now live in a time where it's very difficult to perform Hajj, and one can be happy that regardless, whenever one has the chance to perform Hajj, that one should be absolutely grateful that he has been able to perform the Hajj, and one should kiss that Hajj and place that Hajj onto one's forehead.
Hakikaten öyle çünkü çok zor gidiliyor.
Because it is very difficult these days to go to Hajj.
Allah ömür verirse yetişir insan. Yani vermezse sırası gelene kadar çoktan ahirette irtihal etmiş olur.
There are people who register for Hajj, and they get the chance during their lifetime to perform the Hajj, and there may be people who never get the chance during their lifetime to perform the Hajj.
Ama onda niyet varsa niyetine göre Allah onun da hacını kabul etmiş
But if one has the intention, Allah Almighty will accept that intention.
olur. Çünkü dediğimiz gibi kolay mesele değil. Her gün daha zor oluyor.
And it is therefore not easy. And as the days pass by, it becomes even more and more difficult.
O da tabii Allah'ın hikmeti, Allah Azze ve Celle'nin hikmeti.
And of course, this too is based on Allah Almighty's wisdom.
Eskiden 6 ayda gidiyor.
People in former days, they used to perform Hajj, and it would take them 6 months to travel.
Bazıları bir senede ta nerelerden gelirlerdi.
Or some people would need to travel for an entire year. They would come from remote places.
Gelene kadar 6 ay bir sene en azından 40 gün 2 ay falan.
And they would travel for 6 months, for a year, or for at least 40 days or 2 months.
Sürerdi hacılık meselesi. Yol zordu. Oraya gidince rahat ederlerdi ama.
And it was difficult, and the ways to perform the Hajj and to reach to Mecca and Medina, it was difficult even from a transportation perspective, and it would take such a long time to travel, and people would find peace and comfort once they would arrive in the Holy Land.
Şimdi tersi oldu.
And now it's the opposite way, that while it is easy to travel, there are other difficulties.
O da dediğimiz gibi hac meşakkatli ibadettir.
And one way or the other, it is to perform Hajj is an act of worship which has its own hardships.
Kolay ibadet değil.
It is not an easy act of worship.
Ne kadar istersen en lüks yap, gene sıkıntı olur.
And even if you selected the most luxurious packages, the Hajj, if you perform Hajj, you are going to experience hardship and difficulties.
O sıkıntı da mümin için faydadır, mümine ecir sevaptır.
But there is blessing and wisdom and reward in that hardship for the believer. The hardship he undergoes and the difficulties he undergoes during the Hajj are a means and a source to obtain rewards and blessings.
O sıkıntı çekti diye yaptı. Onun için yapmamak lazım. Hacca giden insan sabredecek.
Therefore, those who go to Hajj, they must be patient, and they must know that there's wisdom in their hardship they undergo, and there's blessing and rewards to obtain with every difficulty and with every hardship during the journey.
Kendi halinde başkasına eziyet vermeden
And when you perform the Hajj, you should not look at others. You should focus on yourself.
hacını yapıp dönene ne mutlu.
And those who manage to perform their Hajj without interfering with others, fulfilling their duties, those are the lucky and happy ones.
Çok güzel. Çünkü Allah Azze ve Celle hacda kavga etmeyin, münakaşa yapmayın.
Allah Almighty says that during the Hajj, one should not quarrel, one should not fight, one should not dispute.
O, çok şeyler var. Hele bazı bizim aklı evvel Türk hacıları gidip orada siyaset konuşur, şunu konuşur, bunu konuşur.
However, there are many people, especially among our Turkish brothers, who have missed the chance, have missed the opportunity to be given a mind, and who act mindlessly, and they go to Hajj and then they discuss politics.
Sen zaten zor bela gitmişsin oraya.
But the Hajj is no place to discuss politics. You should be grateful that you managed to go to Hajj and that you got the chance and the blessing to be on the Hajj.
Siyasetten de kafanı sil bu siyaseti.
You should erase those things and you should erase talking about politics when you are on the Hajj.
Politika meselelerini yani Allah'a yalvar, Allah Azze ve Celle o.
The Hajj is the place and the time when to dedicate yourself to Allah Almighty and when you should supplicate to Allah Almighty.
3-5 gün orada yapın. Dünyadan kop.
You should disconnect when you are on the Hajj. You should disconnect from this world and any worldly affairs.
Hiç bakma ne yapmışlar, ne etmişler.
Don't look at what others did around the world. Don't care about what others did around the world during the Hajj.
Dünya oldu olalı zaten aynı şekilde gidiyor.
This world has never been any different from its beginning until now. This world has always been the way it was.
Yani hiçbir zaman cennet olmamış.
This world has never been paradise.
Dünya cennet. Allah Azze ve Celle'nin yolunda olan o cennet onundur.
Paradise belongs to those who follow the way of Allah Almighty.
Dünyada da cennet, ahirette de cennet.
Those who follow the way of Allah Almighty, they will experience paradise both in this world as well as in the hereafter.
Yok dünyaya gidip de hacda sen yok şu parti, şu adam böyle yaptı, şu böyle yaptı.
The Hajj is no place to run after worldly affairs. The Hajj is no place, and the Hajj is no time and no season to talk about politics. It's no time to talk about others and to speak about what others did or did not.
Ya bırak onları.
Leave all those things aside when you are on the Hajj.
O senin vazife değil.
It's not your duty to discuss those things.
Hacda sen kendin sağlam dur.
Your duty during Hajj is to focus on yourself and to remain steadfast.
Kendine dünyayı unut.
And to forget about this world.
Dünyayı unut. Oradaki şeye bak.
Forget about this world when you are on Hajj and focus on what is happening on Hajj and focus on your Hajj.
Namazını kıl.
Perform your prayers.
Çarşı pazar gerekmez zaten her tarafta artık çarşı pazar aynıdır.
And there's no need to go shopping on the markets. The things you buy there everywhere has become the same. There's no difference anymore between the market here or there.
Hiç oradan buradan dolaşmaya gerek yok.
There's no need to go shopping there.
Yapabildiğin kadar ibadetleri
dedicate yourself to worship as much as you can.
Mescid-i Haram'da Kabe'nin etrafında yap.
And perform your worship directly at the Masjid al-Haram or at their near surroundings of the Masjid al-Haram.
Mescid-i Nebevi Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem'in mescidinde yap.
Or go to the Masjid Nabawi, the mosque of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Perform your prayers on site there.
Oturup da otelde yok bu otel çok para verdik. Otel tam Kabe ile beraber orada imamla biz odamızda tabi oluyoruz.
Don't just sit in your hotel room and don't just pray in your hotel room, but go on site. Go to those sacred sites and perform the prayers in person there. Don't say, I paid a lot of money and I'm in this hotel very near to the Kaaba and from here I can hear the Imam and I can perform my prayer from here. No, there's yet still a difference between being in your hotel room, even though you may see the Kaaba and hear the Imam, and being on site there.
Olursan Allah kabul etsin.
Whatever you do, it is your choice. May Allah accept what you do. If you say you want to stay in the hotel room and perform your prayer there, may Allah Almighty accept what you do.
Ama daha hayırlısı sen gidip orada Kabe'nin yanında, tabii Kabe'nin yanında artık bırakmıyorlar da aynı yerde olsa, yukarıda aşağıda bir yerde durup.
However, it is better for you to in fact leave the hotel room and go on site, to go get as near as possible to the Kaaba. You may not be able to pray next to it, but there are stories where you can perform your prayer. There are places where you are allowed to perform your prayer. Try to get as close as possible to the Kaaba when you perform your prayer, and be there on site, not in your hotel room.
Namazını, ibadetini yap. İnşallah Allah kabul etsin.
May Allah Almighty perform your worship and perform your good deeds, and try to perform your worship right on site.
Allah insanlara da nasip etsin.
And may Allah Almighty enable those who have not yet performed their Hajj to perform their Hajj.
Niyet edenlere de niyetlerine göre versin inşallah.
And may Allah Almighty reward those who have not been able and are not able to perform their Hajj. May Allah Almighty reward those who have the intention according to their intentions.
Allah ve minallah tevfik. El-Fatih.